doing well. I pray for all of you. All right, you guys, welcome to 1111 True Crime. I'm still on the Jay Slater case. And I'm just going to say either, okay, we have Holy Landslide Batman. We either have the universe telling us there is something being covered up here, or we have somebody covering something up here. Because the landslide was in MASCA, right in the same area that Jay Slater was found. And I've got the footage. Now keep in mind, the landslides already happened by the time people know to get their phone out, but the dust, this plume of dust is rising in the air, and it's right in that area. What the actual OMG, OMG, OMG. And then I want to do a few shout outs. We got a lot of shout outs today. So I am going to announce, we're going to announce something unrelated to the Jay Slater case, just because when we do lives is how we communicate. And in the Sandra Birchmore case, a 23-year-old pregnant mother, expectant mother, it turned out to be a homicide. And we all knew it. There were a few of us, and I say a few because we didn't have a lot of people back at us, that were in this plight to constantly get that petition signed. And I and Jennifer Swain and Oz, AHH, okay? All three of us combined our money, and we said, when that petition hits 5,000, we're going to give away a $125 gift certificate to some random subscriber. Well, we kept pushing and doing little videos here and there that weren't getting much attention, but it must have got the right attention. And there's a lot of other people other than our channel that have been like protesting and doing their work. And I just want to shout out to everybody in the whole world that focused on Sandra Birchmore and getting justice, because we knew it was a homicide in our hearts. Now, the main guy that we suspected, Matthew Farwell, has been federally indicted. Keep in mind, he was law enforcement, and he ran the Explorers program, allegedly groomed Sandra from as early as 13 and began inappropriate relationships at the age of 15. And then, using his authority in her life, he shared this child with his twin brother and other LE. We're not leaving this just because he's been federally indicted for her homicide. She was also, as I said, an expectant mother of his child. So, I don't know what the petition got to. As soon as I found out that we have a federal indictment, I'm like, let's give it away. So, this is the person that I chose on the community, and that's Gina G. D, and that's GINAGDEE. She is the one that is winning the $125 gift card, and I will be following up that community post with the winner and all the details on that. All right, so hooray for justice. I mean, doesn't matter if you're familiar with the case or not, you can celebrate that justice is happening. It's beginning, at least, right? All right. I am on a live with you, or you're watching replay. If you're watching replay, my lovely, please hit that fast forward button or any button you choose, because that way I can meet and greet, and you don't want to do it, you don't gotta. I am very much perplexed by the Jay Slater case, and not only do we have a landslide to talk about and a video to watch there, but I said I've got a lot of shout outs. I want to shout out specifically to Angel's Pieces of Pieces. This creator is doing a very, very good job on the Jay Slater case and deserves attention. Hats off, my lovely. Doing a great job. Angels, pieces of pieces. And then Streamline Entertainments brought up a little segment and kind of like reaction video to what I said to Chris Tenerife. I'm just saying, I don't regret anything I said. I stand by what I said. And then finally, You've Been Clipped has a clip where it looks like a man bag, black man bag with stuff coming out of it, was found by a searcher. And it's the one we've all been talking about, Chris. I'm not even going to say the last name. He pans over it and then just keeps going. Now, I've heard rumors, and that's all I'm going to call it. I don't know if they're true or not. Take it with a grain of salt. That he had found some of Jay's things or items, and that he'd given them to the Guisardo Avocado police. Did he find Jay's bag? Because we got that clip because You've Been Clipped. And they took it a little further, so I'm going to show that of where they walk, where that tunnel is. It's on the way. It's like, what? So a lot to talk about. I want to talk about something real quick. I'm going to say hello to everybody, but Wax Unfiltered, doing a great job, hats off as well, has shared that he was contacted by one of Jay's friends on this vacation, Brad, the mother. And then she went on to make a post about how we shouldn't talk about the deceased. Really? I'm sorry, not sorry, but listen, lady. What if the tables had been reversed? What if Jay was alive? What if you found out that your son was the one at the bottom of the cliff? As a mother, would you not have questions like Debbie does? Would you not discuss it? Would you not want answers? Being that, think about it, as a mother of a son that was on vacation with Jay, you're kind of put in a position that you all stick together. You're going to a foreign location where you don't have family or parents or anybody there to turn to if you have a flat on your car or whatever. So you're reliant on each other. I just have to ask, and I'm not afraid to ask it, would Jay be alive if Brad or Lucy or Brandon or any of them behaved as real friends? Think about it. The waitress brought Jay water and said he didn't look right. If your friend is off their face, would you ditch him? Because is that why you don't want us to talk about your son? Is it because there's some guilt there in the sense of, I wish I could have, I would have, on his part, and you know it? I'm not blaming. I'm saying, is there? Because I would personally have never left my friend, even if we were 3 blocks from home. If there were strangers around and he wasn't in a good position, compos mentis, or even looking like something was wrong, I wouldn't have left my friend. But I damn sure would have went and got my friend as soon as they contacted me in distress. Lucy didn't go. Brad didn't go. Brandon didn't go. No. Brad didn't even call 911. He's the first one to realize that Jay is in a location on a volcanic island that he doesn't know where he's at. Would you waste a phone call when your battery is low? And would your phone even face connect if your battery is low, because he's going to be at 1% pretty quickly after that. So I feel there is motive to not want to talk about the deceased if you could have prevented it. Surely, right? And don't call me Shirley. This is Mama D here. What I'm getting at is this little controlling narrative that you're running, and then the behavior and trying to silence people, including make people feel really bad for even questioning after someone passes. Don't forget, Jay's mom still has questions. Jay's dad still has questions. Jay's brother still has questions. You're the only one that doesn't seem to have questions. Oh, could it be that it's because your child is alive? Could it be that your child may have had the opportunity to prevent it from ever occurring? Would Jay be over a cliff right now if he was with a trusted friend the whole time? I don't think so. I just don't. I think his friend would have had his back. And I don't mean like turn your back to the camera to get the interview. I mean, face it, your son didn't do anything to help find Jay that I'm aware of. From my perspective, as good as I know, according to the knowledge I'm aware of, he didn't even want to do the interview. He was begged by Jay's mom, and that's the only reason that he gave his time of day to help find Jay. He could have got a taxi, called it for him. What do you mean you're on what train? Don't move, I'm calling a taxi, and I'm coming directly to pick you up. That's how it works. So we have this skip over where you're just, oh, I know you've been partying for 3 days, you know, and you're probably off your face a little bit there. The waitress is trying to give you water, get you back on your feet. We're seeing footage that Jay was stumbling a little bit. There were moments where he looked dazed and confused, if you follow me. But hey, you're on an island. It's once in a lifetime. He wants to take off and go do some weird stuff with some Molly kids, not boys, kids. And you're like, see you later, buddy, have a good time. And when it calls you in distress and is sliding down the Tenerife mountain, allegedly, and you can tell because of the rocks, you're like, what have you done, man? That's how I see it. That's my perspective. Yeah, I'd be so ashamed of my own child. I'd have lost trust in my own child had I witnessed what just we've seen from the public for the behavior of these children. They have not been raised proper, in my opinion. If you raise your child right, they're protective of another human mankind in general. So, yeah, I can see where you want to keep it hidden. But the more you try to keep it quiet, the less it's going to happen. Just saying, even the universe is talking. Hey, Rev, how you doing? Jay's dad knows wax, and my girl, Mama, are asking the right questions. I'm just saying, they're leading us by the nose where we should go. By their actions, because guilt talks. The guilty talk. You just have to pay attention because they usually are trying to get you silenced. Hey, One Shot Charlene, keep up the great work getting justice for Jay. Well, thank you, lovely. You guys, let's get over here to our quarter screen. And this is the Tenerife landslide. I'm just saying, holy landslide. Or is this actually sabotage? You tell me your opinion. Look at that. It's not a little landslide. It's not like a rock tumbled. Here, let me get the sound on for you.
Sini.
I'll rewind it. It's only a minute long.
Estoy en ello, Qué miedo, qué horror.
Is that normal for there? Either the universe itself, it's like the gods are angry kind of move, right? And if the gods aren't angry kind of move, then I have to ask, is it sabotage to cover up? So, think about this. This is where my mind goes. Tell me what you think. I'm super sus because here's the deal. What if that's a burial ground for this type of behavior? And what if this is the one case that drew the spotlight, if you will, to the burial ground? And they're like, oh crap, we now have the Jay Slater legacy, because we all know if you're going to go to vacation on Tenerife, you're going to be like, I want to go to MASCA. I want to see Tenerife. I want to look down that mountain. Right? And what else is going to be found? It's just like OMG. I don't know. It makes me worried. It makes me worried. Let me catch up with chat. It's rolling here. Thank God for channels like this. Aw, thank you, Lulu. Hey, Gary T. You loving my work? Thank you. Dark Angel Hall says, blame it all on him and let him take the fall for their actions. I'm not sure who you're talking about. I'm not blaming it all on him. I'm saying if any one of the friends, is what I said, and I'm not calling you out. You might have been meaning something totally different. I'm just saying in case somebody is thinking I'm just singling out Brad. No, Nene. Not today. I'm saying if Jay had been around true friends, it would have been prevented. True friends would not have allowed anything like that to have occurred. In my humble belief, Jay would be just fine if he had decent people, but he didn't. And I think, in my humble opinion, that the mother of one of said friends wants you to be quiet because of what I just said. So she's like, oh no, shh. And it could be even far more nefarious than I'm even thinking. I don't know. I'm just saying, for starters, whenever you tell us don't talk about the dead and the mother and the father and the brother and family and friends have questions, it's not your place because your son's alive. It's not your place. You have no right at all to speak for Debbie. If she wants us to shut up, she can come on and say, hey, I want everybody to stop talking about my son. And I promise you, I will. Like that. But, get this. Every time we get on our program here and somebody says, hey, don't talk about this, don't talk about that, I'm going to talk about it even louder. That's what I've always done. Because I don't appreciate anybody thinking that they can control the narrative. Now, I do also want to show you guys this video, and it's on clip this. Oh, I just had it wrote down and I forgot what it was. Where did I write it? Clip this, I think. You've been clipped. Thank God for notes. I want to look at this bag. I want to understand this. So you've been clipped. Let's switch over. Watch this. Oh, I gotta get my headphones, y'all. So I can hear him.
Why you would have slipped is beyond me.
Oh, stop. You probably want to see it. I don't know, silly me. Hey, you guys, this isn't easy being cheesy. Here we go.
Area where Jay's phone pinged last. Just there is the main. Why you would have slipped is beyond me, because there's a perfectly good walk, a pathway.
Stop. This is a clip back when Crisp, I call him Crisp, by the way, when Crisp would have actually still been saying there's no way that Jay went this way. There's no way. So listen to what he says right here, because he flips, right? He sells the narrative later, and he still is today, that Jay just is a bag of bones over the cliff. Remember? He can guarantee it. And he was right. Look at my glasses. They're all crooked from the headphones. Okay, listen to what he's saying. Listen close. And think about how hypocritical, in my humble opinion, it is to go from saying that this is there's no way this person would do it, to absolutely trying to control the narrative and getting mad at people that are in agreement with that because you personally changed your opinion. Listen. Because
there's a perfectly good walk, a pathway that runs parallel to the road. So if he's come off the main road, which is what we're told is what's happened, why would Brad say he's slipping? Well, why would he come down the side when there's, I mean, I spotted it straight away. There's a perfectly good path he can walk on, parallel to the
we're nearing the tunnel, you guys, so I took Chad off. I want you to watch. Remember when I was all about had the tunnels been checked?
Brambles and things here.
Now watch. Stop. Enlarge. Man bag? And look, all the pockets look like the stuff's been pulled out. And look, the tunnel goes straight under the road. The road. The road, dude. Look at this. You've been clipped, did this. I didn't do this. This video is from their channel. Look. Are you kidding me? What is that? Is that Jay's man bag? So we got to talking in chat, just in the comments after the live on yesterday, and I saved some comments to share with you. We're going to get into them. All in? You think all are in it? It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Hey, Donna Harvey. I feel Debbie, Jay's mom, doesn't trust Rachel, Brad's mom. You could be very right. Kat Glasgow says, hi, Mama D. Did you check out the image beside the glasses pictures that showed Lucy when you zoom in the picture with the stairs in it? I did not have time. I'm so sorry. I have been very busy behind the scenes. I will look into it, though. I will. Hey, Dark Angel Holtz, oh, let me pin chat again. that he didn't mention Brad because they started beating Bay and Brad tried to stop it. Okay, this is a theory. In her opinion only, not my theory. I'm just sharing what Dark Angel Holes is saying is their theory. Even though, if you want me to do this, you guys got to say in my opinion. Or at least tell us it's a theory. That he didn't mention Brad because they started beating Jay and Brad tried to stop it, and he was hit too, which is where the black eye came from. And they've told him if he says anything, they will. In my opinion, right? The bag has white on it. I do see white on it, but I'm wondering, is that like because a lot of those bags have a lighter color lining. And is that the lining being pulled out, or is it the color of the bag? Should we go back? Let's go back. Let me get Chad off the screen. Okay. Let me get to that exact spot because I don't want to listen to him again. Where is it? And I'm a nature hiker. This stuff don't look that bad to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. We have stickers that are 9 feet tall where I'm at. Okay, here we come. All right. Too bad my little thing is on there if I pause it. Okay, I'll back it up. How can I do it? Okay, I got a way to do it. We'll get this open. We'll play this. And then we'll snap a shot. If it... Got it. I didn't get it all. But I had to do it. Oh, shoot, that's a video. Hold on. Let me switch to this. Okay. One more time, Lucy. Okay. Wait for it. I'm ready. As soon as a little plus and... Okay, good. Let's get a close-up. There it is. Got it. All right. Grabbed it. Now, let's copy it. And let's see, can we go over to PowerPoint? I want to look at it where it's frozen. I suppose I can stop the video. Just give me a second, you guys. I want to get us a way to do this where we can see what this bag really looks like. Because it's too quick. Yeah. But if you look, yeah, we got to get it on screen so I can actually make sense of it. Hold on a minute. Let's just go. New slide. Click this away. I'm going to bring you over to where I am. We'll just shrink that right up. Let's go PowerPoint on screen. Okay. Let's see, where are we here? Choo train coming through. Shrink it up a bit. Okay. Let's grab this bag and put it on here. Copy. And then paste it. Let's blow it up. Really big. You see what I'm saying a little bit here? Let me get my draw stick. We're going to use red so that you can see it good, because if I use white, it's not going to work. All right. So we've got this man bag. We have a pocket here, but there's something coming out of it right here that looks white. We have a pocket here, and again, something that's all misshapen just coming out of it here. And then we have a pocket across the top, and we have two white things or one thing that's bent right here. So let's take that all off. What I'm asking is, could this be the lining being pulled out? You know what I mean? Because it's all misshapen. None of it is like a lining, a straight line, where it's like trim. Like, this is certainly not a piece of trim. And then this is open. This is open. What are these white things? You feel me? I'm coming up to topside to ask what you think. What do you guys think? Let's get chat back up. Okay, so Silver Scent is saying, I'm sure I watched a video of CT going through the bag. So, is it a black bag that the pockets have been pulled out because maybe somebody like a searcher came across it beforehand, hid the video, didn't show it, but they had rifled through it and then threw it back? I don't know. I'm just saying a searcher. Gizmo Ladybird. The British mountaineer showed us this tunnel, and I do not recall seeing any bag then. That's interesting. We don't know how big it is, Gary Hun. Looks more like a rucksack. We don't know how big it is. You might mean thickness. Let me see. On the original, let's look at the original video. I want to see how big it is. Let's go back to quarter screen. Hold on a minute. I'll get it right to that place. I want to see like if there's anything we can use for size reference. Okay. So, pause it. I'm on the wrong screen, of course. Okay. Back it up, back it up. I don't know how we would tell for size. There's really nothing to reference. I mean, really, I have nothing to reference, so I'm not going to be able to do a size reference. Tanya Snow says, in my opinion, this is possibly where he was kept until he was moved after the police went to the other side of the island after a tip-off, a day or so after he was reported missing. P-Dog, hello and welcome to 1111 True Crime. You said, I own about 8 man bags, and they don't sell man bags like that unless cheap, and Jay wore expensive clothes. Thank you, dear. Question mark says, to be honest, it looks more like a hiking water backpack. Okay. Seems bigger than a man bag or a bum bag. So you guys, you're feeling that, let me get chat off again. You're feeling that this bag right here, we'll go over there. I got so many screens. There we go. Tedious. You're feeling this is too big? And, you know, what about these layers? 1, 2, 3. Is it too thick? Does it look too thick to you guys? And can we rule it out? Kim Truthful says, it's not a rucksack. The straps are thicker on a rucksack. Okay. Simulacious OG, he gave his bag to a guy who could be Tom in the nightclub. You know what I was wondering? So, if Jay's phone was locked, right? But it was in the bag, and then they have Jay. This person was sharing some of their thoughts, and they suggested that could it be? Is this the one that said it? Yeah. Okay, let me shrink it up. I saved some comments because they were brilliant questions, and I want to share them with you. Let's get it small enough so you can see. So this is from Julie Byers 7136, and she says Jay might have been signed into Instagram, and they still had his body, so used face recognition to unlock his phone. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Or even the thumbprint, right? What do you guys feel on that? Earth Angel says Jay's face looked petrified when that guy took the bag. Silver said, get the picture of Jay around the pool. Look at Brandon's. Okay. We can do that. Cheese Tea. I like your name. Does the beach path lead to the latest tunnel or anywhere near? What if he came up from that angle rather than the B&B? I don't know. That's what I've been asking for a really, really long time. Is, did Jay's body get there from a boat from the beach? And I mean, from the very get-go, I was asking about a boat, and everybody got mad at me and told me to shut up and that I was crazy and to put a tinfoil hat on. And I'm like, it's an island. Why is a boat so hard to believe? I mean, for golly's sake, that's the only way you're going to get to the island. And why is it so hard to conceive that they would come up from a different direction? Now, y'all are seeing what I'm saying all along. And the other thing, from the very get-go, you can go watch. Some of my very first videos were, these tunnels need to be looked at. And I was told by a lot of the locals of Tenerife that were trying to get me to not look. There's only one tunnel. And it's now a highway. So he's not in a tunnel. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now I want to show you guys this real quick. This is an old thing I had back when I was kind of like checking out Potter, and if he could have been the VIP with Ab because of their friendship. And so I was on one of these little videos that covers things about Potter and Maya Records, and I saw that Lucy May 2222, now I don't know when this would have been, months and months ago, had put a comment on there. This Maya Records was talking about Potter Paper, and the comment was here, one of the 27th comment was by someone says Potter Paper deserves that. So this was actually about the break-in of the watch and Potter Paper and everything is what this video is about. And then Lucy May 2222, interesting, says Nitty Records produces a load of crap. Oh, you're not seeing it. Hold on, Mama getting it for you. Right here. See it? Right here, Lucy May 2222. Now, I screenshot this like a month ago. So this would have been about 4 months ago that she would have posted this. Nitty Records produces a load of cap. So why am I showing that? Because they're all connected. Lucy May is commenting on and I know he's famous, I'm just saying. We've also had it where we were watching Topical and he was talking about these people that had broke into the store and stolen Potter's stuff, and it turned out that they allegedly were part of the original owners that had been swindled out of the business by Potter and someone named Lucy. Don't forget all this stuff because I think it is still relevant. And so I'm keeping all these little clips because I'm like, there's something to this. There's something to this. Now, this comment I found to be very worthy of sharing with you guys. So let me get it on screen for you. We're getting there, y'all. Give me a moment. There's no exact science to this. Can you see it? Can you see it? Ooh. This is a long one. I can't fit it all. I'm trying, y'all. I haven't copied my answer because I was really like, oh. Okay. So, Debbie Madigan? Debbie Madigan. All right. His phone, meaning Jay's, and his key was in that bag, in my opinion. That's why he couldn't get into his apartment. But Brad said he told Jay it was okay to go with them. So, was Brad there? Or did he leave early, as previously stated? Now, think about it, you guys. Think about it. Jay said he didn't have his key to get back in to his place, allegedly, according to Ab. Was Jay's key in the bag too? You feel what I'm saying? Where was his phone? When he's dancing on the floor and he's like, he ain't got no phone in his hand. Is the phone in the bag? So where's the bag? You feel me? Because that probably has the phone and it probably has the key. So at the point that Jay is hooking up with Ab, if we are to follow his own narrative, then Jay may not have had his bag, which would have had his phone and his key in it. And could that be why Lucy, in the back interview, where she kept her back to us, said he didn't have water, and she said he didn't have he had no phone? No phone? And I'm like, well, I'll be dang. OMG, OMG, OMG. Makes you really, really wonder, was the phone and Jay's apartment key inside his bag? Could that explain a lot? Just wondering. What do you guys think? What do you think? Donna Harvey says there is definitely a connection to this case. Gizmo says, yes, they are all connected. Cannot help but see that, in my opinion. P-Dog says, I got 8-man bag from Nike to Prada to Gucci to nameless brand. No man bag is that big, and they all have long straps, and also material is wrong. And, you know, I trust your opinion because you do know your stuff. I don't think that is Jay's bag. Now that I've really looked at it with you guys, I thought maybe it was, because I don't know man bags. I didn't even know they existed until you guys have shown me that. So, but there are a lot of questions about that for me. Hey, Kinky Cat, you said totally different people. It's likely her to be the one involved with coffee shop. She's the owner of Lit Agency. Oop, I don't know. Fully asleep, welcome to 1111 True Crime. You said the bags most probably bought in bulk from the cheap China stores that are in Spain. Like you're gonna take his word for it, Ocean Deep, right? like I'm gonna actually take Ab's word for it. No, I'm not. I wouldn't take Ab's word on nothing. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Not today. No way. How did she call him then? Did she? Now, hold on. Similicious, you brought it up. She said she was awoke by a call at 8:30 by Jay. But that is not what we saw. We saw an outgoing call. I can call anybody. Doesn't mean they pick up. And how would she call if his phone's in a bag? Well, if it's a setup, and let's just say some friends of Jay, right? Or ex-friends or retaliating people, frenemies, have Jay's bag and phone, and she's in on it. She's selling her alibi with her GPS that she's back at her apartment, and she's phoning Jay's phone. And if they've taken that bag so that they can throw his phone in the mountains, all they got to do is answer it. Jay never has to be there for his phone to work. And it would still look like Jay was there. Dark A. Holt says, in my opinion, Chris A. Abraki and Potter are all friends. I don't think you're alone on that thought. It's super sis. So Militia says, in my opinion, Jake gave his bag to Tom and the club, and then Tom and Lucy and Brad went all to MASCA with Jay in the boot. Hey, Kathy Neary. We only have Lucy's word. She actually went home to her apartment. She could have gone ahead anywhere, even to Ahab's or somewhere, and lured him there. You're not wrong on that. That could have happened. For real. I don't trust none of them. Dawn Wilson, have you checked out Murata? Too bloody fishy. Excuse the pun. Also, if a mother was worth her salt, why didn't she offer a reward for Jay? Rest in peace, Jay. Justice for Jay. I'll leave you to your opinion. Dark Angel Holtz. If they had Jay's phone, she could do both incoming and outgoing calls easily. There doesn't need to be someone on the other end. Boom! Gold star. You're right. You're totally right. Lulu. Yep, Lucy is not her real name. Very true. Tanya Snow says, in my opinion, there's been so many slip-ups concerning the calls from and to Jay's phone. Lucy had Jay's phone from that night, and she was at the B&B with Brad and Brandon, too. I appreciate your opinion. Hey, Sherry Riley, sorry. You said, what wasn't Tom... Okay, I'm not going to read the name. Why wasn't Tom said anything? If he was me, I would prove I wasn't on the island at the time to prove I'm innocent. Good point. Ooh, you guys are nailing it. You're getting there, man. I'm asking these kind of questions too. Carlene says she could have already been there, which could be why he felt okay going there in his own with them if he thought she was there to meet him. You could be right on that. Like thinking that a friend of his is already there at the Airbnb waiting and he's going to go meet her. Okay. Elise Everett, good evening to you in the UK. Unfortunately, I've just joined, so we'll be watching the playback. Thank you, lovely. Just want to say hi, and it's the first live you caught. Well, welcome aboard our 1111 Truth Train. 1111 True Crime, actually, but we have a truth train that goes through here all the time. Louise Powell, hello, beautiful, from England. Well, hello, lovely. I love your channels and work you do. Well done on the Sandra case. Well, thank you, lovely. I am so happy for Sandra Birchmore to begin to get justice. Now, when I started the video, we were 15 subscribers. I'm not kidding. Look, from 1 subscriber is how you start. 1 subscriber named Bob. I still remember him. He stayed with me for a year. I've always wondered if something happened to Bob. He was a little old. But anyway, 1 subscriber. We have now become almost, we're 15 subscribers away from an amazing 30,000 voices strong. And it's because of you. Because of you. You've put us there. And I want to say thank you so incredibly much from the very bottom of my heart. We always like to give back on this channel. In doing that, I encourage you to give back too. I have a video out there that's on Idaho 4. It's about 2 days old. It's a fundraiser for National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And I encourage you, if you want to be the change and you have spare change, you follow me, go donate to that because it goes directly to the National Center for Missing Children. Okay, you guys, 30,000, which next time we do a video and watch a community post, I'm going to give this beautiful, absolutely beautiful camera away. I bought it like 3 months ago. We were at 26,000. I don't know where you guys all come from, but I love you all over the world. And it is a DVC. See it? If you don't write it right, you won't come up in the search engine. DVC. And be a subscriber. Somebody in the world is going to win this beautiful camera. It comes with a tripod and all kinds of beautiful stuff. It's about almost, I think it was $275 total dollars. And I'm going to pay the shipping for it. And we're going to get that to whoever wins. Now remember, Gina D, GINA-GDEE, is the winner of the $125 gift card. Be sure and check the community post. If you see her in chat, please let her know. Check the community guidelines so that the community posts, so that she can connect with me and I can get that gift card to her. All right, my lovelies. Let me just see if we've covered everything. I don't want to leave anybody out. You've been clipped. Go check out the Landslide. Streamline Entertainments. Check him out. He did a little commentary, and I think he shared another video also that was really, really good. Angel Pieces of Pieces. Hats off. Facial recognition to Jay's phone. Landslide. Everybody said Jay spoke the wrong words. That he would have to be from East London to talk like that. They feel that that's ad. I say everybody. It was a majority. And that's that. It's a wrap. I love you guys to the moon and back. Let's find a good comment to end on. Thank you, miss. I appreciate you so humbly much. We're going to wrap it up right here. I appreciate all your time and energy in finding justice for Jay. I appreciate the fact that you share your love with his family and support them in this time where they've lost their son. And it's heartbreaking. It really is. And I ask you, are the gods angry? Is the universe like saying, look at this with the landslide? Or is there sabotage? You tell me.